Trial of an Atlanta father accused of starving his 4-year-old daughter to death is nearing its end.
Closing arguments took place this afternoon, and the jury has started its deliberations. Fox 5's Kevin Stewart joined us live at the Fulton County Courthouse. Kevin?
Yeah, they've had this case since about 20 minutes to 5. After about exactly a week's worth of testimony, the one thing that stands out is the defense strategy.
Not only would Rodney McWeay not take the stand in his own defense, the defense would not put on a case, no witnesses. An attempt to make sure the judge charged jurors with lesser offenses like involuntary manslaughter or murder second degree in addition to felony murder fell flat for the judge.
So we are not including your lesser included charges.
During closing arguments, prosecutors asserted this single dad starved his 4-year-old daughter Treasure to death, neglected the child and her 2 brothers.
You have to determine what the defendant's intent was. And that can be shown to you. That has been proven to you in many ways. What is the natural consequence of depriving someone of food and water?
The defense argued McWeay just made a lot of wrong decisions.
The state doesn't have any evidence of what his intent was and why this happened.
And tried to point to other issues and people tied to the condition of the McWeay children.
What happened to Treasure was not fait accompli. It wasn't something that was written in the stars. It did not have to happen. And there are a lot of people who could have made a lot of different decisions.
You know what this is.
The prosecution reminded the jury of all the witnesses, the doctors, the neighbors, the family who told of the lack of food in the home, the refusal of help, and the poor health of the kids, especially Treasure.
When you see a child suffering, when you see the symptoms the doctor described, when you hear how the doctor described Treasure suffer, and you do nothing, that is an abandoned and malignant heart.
Let's keep in mind, McWeay rejected a plea deal. He now faces a maximum of 4 life sentences plus 112 years in prison. We will continue to stand by and monitor developments, but for now we're live in downtown Atlanta. Kevin Stewart, Fox 5 News.
The rain is coming down there. Kevin, thanks. Speaking of, let's